Shout out Retro Pharaoh, the stepfather. Available on all platforms. Let's go.
Pull up to my school on 22s. White bitch, I was when she drove a coupe.
Okay.
Top me even when we dropped the roof. But I miss my fucking Malibu. Grand Dams to Grand Prix, bitch, I cruise. Leather seats, I had a Regal too.
Okay.
OBI, I'm swerving like a fool. Yo, man, I miss my first young nigga with a whip. Now I'm reaching that OG status. These young hoes be at it, my niggas get active. We smashing the 6-pack in traffic. Real shit. Used to be Reggie rotation. I know, man, that shit was so tragic. Real shit. Still got a few hoes from then, but most of them hoes in the past tense. Nowadays I'm running.
Retro, you know I'm rocking with you, big dog. Shouts out to Retro Pharaoh coming in, doing his thing on the interview a couple weeks ago. Make sure you go check it out. Welcome to Is the Hype Real Podcast reaction time. Usually I react to videos, and I'm gonna do a little bit of that. I'm gonna do a lot bit of that. But I'm also reacting to the comments I got in the TikTok at DJ Chill. Just look up hashtag Is the Hype Real Podcast, and it's gonna put you right on point. But some of these comments, I must debunk the comments. Like a lot of people were. First off, let me get into it. I did a video about who was the best dunker / in-game dunker of all times. Of all times. Not like here and there, you know, just like of all times. Who's the GOAT of dunking in-game? Okay? So I did a countdown. I did a live reaction of a countdown. I added my notable favorites. And Jordan wasn't my top. I went with Vince. Vince Carter was the guy I went with. And I can rock with that. That's just, it is what it is. That's who my choice is. But I made a reaction video to the Jordan, and my reaction was simply, I don't think that Jordan can jump out of the gym. Not like some of these other guys. Jordan's ability to jump was more so in getting to the highest point of his jump and being able to stay there the longest. Most guys can jump up super high, but they can't stay in the air, a la Air Jordan. And that was a lot of comments too. Oh, his name literally says Air Jordan because he was able to stay up in the air for so long. Timed, I think it was at like 0.92 seconds. Almost a second. You're literally in the air for a whole second. And it don't seem like that long, but when you're up there and you're just staying there, just in the flow of being around all those other giant athletes, it's just ridiculous. So I'm just gonna get back at a couple things. I want to chime in because I love it. I love the chat being the chat, the comments being the comments, because that's what makes this all authentic. But I'm gonna have to school y'all on some things. So one of them was, I said Jordan don't jump over, never jumped over nobody, and he don't have his head at the rim. And then they said, yes, he did. He jumped over this center in Utah. I think he jumped over John Stockton. So, okay, I went and got the video. Let's talk about it. Okay, so is he big enough? Whoa, that's crazy. That's the title. I'm going to just leave it at that. So Jordan dunks on John Stockton and then turns around and dunks over, say, his acolytes, the people who are fandom with him. Not knocking them, because I have my fandom with people too. It is what it is. But this is just rebuttal, because they said that he jumped over people. He jumped over the center in this game. So I went and found this game. They said, watch the tape. Let's watch the tape.
Sellers back in. Charles Oakley will come out for Chicago. And the Bulls with the ball. We have a minute left in the quarter. Left side, Pippen with a hippity-hop move. Grip on him. Load of Jordan all alone.
Hey.
Michael Jordan
Okay.
has 20 here in the first half.
Now, mind you, I said Jordan's gifts when it came to dunking the ball was being able to stay up in the air for a very long time, or it felt that way, and he had a crazy wingspan. Let's keep the party rolling with that thought in mind.
Doc ended up one-on-one with Jordan. What's he going to do?
Pippen gets the foul as Stockton hurries back, so he'll go to the free throw line. There's a rookie mistake, and they're in a penalty with
And Pippen was a rookie.
48 seconds left. Scottie Pippen's second foul. Chicago with 16 fouls. Stockton gambled for the pass and missed a moment ago, and Jordan.
Okay. I said he could jump up in the air and he had super long arms. Okay, Exhibit A, as they call it.
Just slammed it home.
Well, he had to gamble.
It was against John
Nothing else
Stockton.
he could do. I mean, if he
Okay,
didn't
so
get a
John
steal,
Stockton goes over and
which
shoots
he
his
did,
free throw.
he got, Jordan had the easy
That's
basket.
fine.
Stockton's free throw good. He
That's
has
cool.
11.
But
One more
anyway,
for Little John.
all
48-44.
extension of arm, 48-inch vertical, you do that by accident. Some people say, he controlled it. Nobody controls a 48-inch vertical if you want to use it. Just saying. All right, so this is when he dunked over the center.
49-44 Jazz. Pippen down to Jordan. Look out. Running. Oh, my.
Did he really jump over the center, or did the center just get out the way because he didn't want to get dunked on? Now, I never said Jordan won't dunk on people. I just said he doesn't dunk over people, jumping over a tall center.
My goodness.
It is what it is.
He was looking down at the basket on that dunk.
It is what it is. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. He never jumped up over too many people. Not really the big men. It is what it is. So I'll say, get my facts straight. I'm a casual. That's the video evidence. It proves itself. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm reporting what it is. Got some notes for you. Notes for the people who say Jordan vertical was 48 inches. The man himself said in Sports Illustrated, I've never had my vertical leap measured. Now, if that ain't the horse's mouth, I don't know what is. The man said it himself. They didn't even start recording vertical leap until 2001. Okay, so he goes on to say, and this is just me, this is a quote. I was really up against New York in our first game. My last dunk, I think I was close to eye level with the rim. Sometimes you just hit your wrist on the rim, but this time it was my elbows and everything. I almost overdunked the whole rim. Okay. All right. So somebody brought that up. So I went and located what I could when it came to footage of this situation. So he himself, the GOAT, said himself, and I'm not coming for you, Jordan. Whew. I'm not coming at you, Jordan. I'm just saying that a lot of this was myth and folklore. But I'm not hating either because I can't do any of it. Just it is what it is. So let's get into this. This is the dunk that he himself said he felt like his head was at the rim. I was at the rim, and his forearms and elbows were above. He almost overdunked it.
Half the field, they'll begin to clear out the lob from
Let's get a better angle.
I can't believe it.
Let's get a better
Let that
angle.
happen.
Okay.
To deliver.
Okay. So I'll give you that the mid forearm is over the rim, but your head ain't nowhere by the rim. And that's okay. And that's what a 48-inch vertical looks like on a 6'6" guy. It's only 2 feet. How tall is the rim? Now, might have instances where he's gotten that high, but as an end game, more than likely, he ain't jumping over nobody. And his head is not at the rim like some of the other athletes that don't get the credit for it. Dominique Wilkins. Go watch the dunk contest. It is what it is. I'm not making this up. So he himself said he felt like his head was at the rim. His head was at the rim. And his forearms and elbows was above the rim. And he almost missed it. And he said he almost missed it.
Delivering the long pass.
But nothing getting missed about that, my brother. Wasn't. I'll play it back. Those things. This is me. I don't know how to edit, so this is just live.
To clear out the lob
Hey.
from
Okay.
Michael Jordan.
See the other
I can't
angle.
believe it.
Let's see it.
Let that happen. Bolton.
Okay. Let's talk about it. He even goes up. He goes a little higher.
Delivering the long.
Still, and that's with his hands on the rim. So that's a good gauge of where he's at. So 48-inch vertical, never been recorded. He don't even know what his vertical is. But and another thing, if he knew his vertical was 48 inches, you don't think Michael Jordan would boast about that? As braggadocious as MJ is about anything, when he get to talking trash, somebody says, "Oh man, you ain't Air Jordan. I'm Air Jordan. I hang in the rim. My vertical 48." It's just, come on. You as an athlete, even if it wasn't recorded, you know how tall your vertical is. And do you know MJ to be humble? I'm not coming at you, MJ. I'm just saying you have every reason to be arrogant. I get it. You were great or one of the greatest at something that you did. You excelled beyond belief. But my final thought is it's folklore. It's not all the way real, because the thing is there's no proof, and I'm giving you evidence to show what I backed up with is his air time is incredible. He stays in the air forever, and his arm length makes it look like he's dunking bigger than what he is, because he can stay up so much longer than centers, and he has such a longer wingspan than a center can reach up to. He's dunking on people, no doubt. He's not dunking over a la Vince Carter, a la some of the, even like a Jalen Green, I believe can dunk over, and he might have been a power forward. Not knocking Jordan's greatness, just saying he ain't got 48, never been recorded. If you got it, show me. I'm open. Ain't dunking over nobody, but he'll dunk on anybody. Let's get that going right then and there. And the dunk, when he dunked on us over a 7-footer, the 7-footer got out the way. Go back in the video and watch. Subscribe, like, follow, holla at me.